morning, factory workers. It is time again for some morning coffee. Let's go get a new cup here. Oh, definitely need it today. Okay. Oh, that's good. So last time we finished up at least our baseline AI server factory edition piece. This time we are doing our final factory piece for the Ballistic Warp Drive Factory Edition. That we're gonna do right over here, right where that particle accelerator is. I was looking into it. This might not be as bad as I was thinking it was going to be. So, what do we need for this part? I'm not quite ready to dig into that yet. Let's go see where we're at with our parts. See if there's anything we need to turn in on our first 3 parts first. This is going to be a little loud. This is act like coffee. I'm trying to push this through as well. And we only got 20 of those. That's not worth turning in right now. And we kind of finished the last episode with turn-ins from this stuff, so I'm not expecting too much here. Okay. Check here. Nope. Not even a stack there yet. So, alright. So let's look at what we need to do. We need to find our ballistic warp drive. We just need another manufacturer with these parts pushed into it. So, we're going to be coming off of our super conveyor here. And this factory back here is already connected pretty much right here to our super conveyor. So we already have a route off the super conveyor. Now the question is do we want to go this way, back towards the cliff, out this way, or this way? I kind of want, because we're going to be coming off of this container, so that way or this way makes good sense. I mean, we could go this way. We can always route the conveyors wherever we want. What would be das coolest? Das coolest. How about, I kind of want to do it here to kind of connect across the, yeah, I think so. I'm not going to do a load balance build on this manufacturer though. Like this. Or am I? I might just do that. I might just do that for the first level. What do I got for blueprints? I have modular manufacturer. What's this look like? Oh, that's a single input one. Well, that's not bad. I could probably, oh, that's modular. Oh, this is the horizontal. Well, this is somewhat set up for sushi belting. Module floor. We got modular 4 corner, 3 corner, constructors, modular assemblers, Manufacturer right. What is this one doing? Let's get a floor set up. I'm not sure I have a floor blueprint. Okay, that's for the 3 manufacturers, no floor. So if I do a modular floor, put it in there. Don't have a lot of power out here yet. I have to fix that pretty quick. Oh, I completely messed that one up. Okay. That one's in the right place. I'll just blow this one out. Should be good there. No, the question is, is that... I need to add one more space between 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, I do. Then we'll just add one here for our... Oh, that'll wake you up in the morning. Dropping out of the sky like that. So much fun. Then we're going to build another factory right here in this spot. I need to find my center of this mess. Center, or we'll just start from out here on the corner. There. Go here. We've put in 3 manufacturers. Oof, and we're going to do it quickly because not having power out here is a pain in the butt. Hook up our power first so that we can build without having to drop every 2 seconds. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas. Alright. Little sip of coffee here. Oh. Nectar of the gods. Alright, so this is going to be our center one, so I'll use this blueprint. Oh, it's MK5. Alright, we're going to do this by hand. I'm going to center this one here. I'll throw one on either side. I tend to build in 3s for for the reason of load balancing. If I want to do a load balance load like this, one splitter is 3 machines. So that's generally why I build the 3s. I'm going to build this one sushi belt though instead. Which with this, how many inputs do I have on this one? All 4 inputs. Okay. So we're going to go 1 here, facing out. We're going to bring this one up. 1, 2, facing the same direction. This one, 2, 3, 4. And then we're going to just rinse and repeat. Null clicks, 2 clicks, 2, 3, 4 clicks. Or none. 2, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to put in our splitters. Splitter here, splitter there, splitter everywhere. Now you may be thinking, Senior Acho, you missed one. I didn't miss it yet. These ones, I'm going to go ahead and center off of, do center plate, like this. Lined up with the port and center plate. So those are a little different. Boom. Just like that. Now, I gotta decide how I want to belt this in. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to swap this wall. Oh, I'm in blueprint mode. I'm like, why can't I delete that wall? Woo! I don't need another sip of coffee for that, boo-boo. Oh. Alright. Single conveyor wall. That. Then I can go ahead and run this here, here, and then connect this out to this one, this one, this one, this one, and this one. Now, this isn't exactly a no-clip model. It's close though. It does clip through the lifts going in between the machines. If you didn't want the clipping, you could do kind of what I did here and bring it out load balanced to 4 and have it. This is, I don't believe this clips, but this one, I like the look of it when it's done, even though it's clipping. And it's fairly easy to read. Oops. What is coming into your factory because of this single stack. So, like when I fly over, I can see all 4 inputs and see if any one of these belts is empty, what I'm missing. I can kind of do the same thing here. So like I can see this item, I can see this item, and I can see this item. Those are all coming in okay. It's just, I don't know. To me, it just reads a little bit easier for my simpleton mind, I guess. Let's do a second tier conveyor wall out here. Bring out our hallway. Put on our second row of walls here. We'll keep with this style of window so that all these manufacturer factories look the same. I think here we're going to do that. Now each one of these is going to be coming in off the super conveyor, I believe. Let me see what else we got coming in here. We've got singularity cell. These I don't believe we have being delivered here. We could have them delivered there. We're getting a little tight to that switch though. I don't believe we ended up needing those for this. Look, I just want to check over here and see what we're using in this blender for inputs. We're using trigons and water. Okay. Well, we know we don't have any liquids because we're using a manufacturer, so that's good. We're good there. Um, stop. Coffee break. Wonderful. So we're gonna conveyor these over. We're gonna conveyor all three of these over. So we're gonna do 3 belts. Yeah, these top 3 are all gonna be off the super conveyor here. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3. Oh, let's finish this one over here. This will be our first input. Then we're just gonna put a lift on here to go over top of our little container. And then we will send that over there. And go ahead and, just because we know it's exactly 1, we'll do that. And we're probably going to need, this is probably not going to go in 1, so we'll attach it to the wall over here, right on the bottom, like that. And then push that in. So that's our first item. We need power in here as well. Oh, we need this. Did we set any of these other ones? Nope. We need that. And that. And then we're just going to run power straight off of this. 1, 2, and 3, like that. Alright, so now we should have already populated these in. Yep. And yep, cool. We're already 25% of the way there. How about that? That's pretty awesome, eh? Haha, this is gonna be fast. We're gonna be done quick. Famous last words. So I think what I want to do here is I'm gonna do a 3-hole conveyor wall like that. And then we'll just go, let's see if we can make this look decent. I'm gonna use, maybe I'm gonna, do I want to do that? I don't think so. Changing my mind here. These, I think I'm gonna do a manual placement on 2 wall sections like that. Because this one, and then I'll do 1, 2, 3. And the way I'm gonna do that, oh, I found a new trick. So I'm in build mode right now, right? You can see I get my little, oh, what do they call that? The sample of what I'm gonna build there. If I right-click my mouse, and I came across this by accident on yesterday's stream. I couldn't figure out what it was. It wasn't until later I figured out how I did it. Once you have the sample showing, if you right-click, it brings up your part selector, and it probably says that down below, doesn't it? I'm probably like an idiot and just didn't read the screen. This is, yes, build menu. There it is, right there in front of me. Right mouse button brings up your build menu. Oh, for Pete's sakes. And it was in front of me the whole time. Lock, toggle build. I knew that. Sample building. That is pick a different part by looking at it. The quick switch is E. That's how I can rotate through the different things within the same category. Some are more open than others. You can also hold that down to get a wheel, and then right brings up that. Oh, I didn't mean to filter that. Oh, I see. Okay, I don't know. I'm not sure how those things work. So I want to do logistics, conveyor build hole. We can go 1, 2, and 3. Actually, do I want to do that, or do I want it to come in like it would on the off of here? Yeah, no, I think, let's see. Can I do that straight? Oh, I don't like that. I like that one. That one looks good. Alright, we'll keep that one. Did I not do 3? Oh, I did 3. Okay. So I think we're going to keep them like this off the super conveyor. I'm going to delete that one. Come up one more here, which means I should bring up another wall. Like that. Just because our conveyor is kind of tall. Now, I could... Yeah, with it being 3 inputs like that, I think that's going to work best for us. Okie dokie. Okay. Okay. Then we'll have a slight drop here into each one of these. There we go. We are now belted to the super belt. Now we just need to finish the super belt to our sand factory. And we're just going to go 1, 2, 3. Hopefully this should go easily. 1, 2, 3. Because we've been using the super belt. 1, 2, 3. This is a messy part of the super belt. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I. That's all the other languages I know how to count to 3 in. That's it. So we'll go back to 1, 2, 3. I may have known how to do that in Italian at one point, but I've forgotten. It's probably very similar to Spanish. Italian and Spanish are very similar in vocabulary and structure, but they sound so different. I went to school, or in school I took French, and I once made the mistake, and I ended up working with some Italians early in my career, and I made the mistake of pronouncing an Italian word like a French word, and they're like, no, 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 we say every letter. And we put even more emphasis on the end. I was like, oh, okay. Most of my Italian was reserved to swear words, but that's a different story. That was a fun group of guys to work with. Every afternoon we didn't do morning coffee, we did afternoon shots of espresso. So About 2 o'clock, one of them would come by, look over my cue ball, go, shot, and make a mime of sipping some espresso. And I'd be like, yeah, shot. We'd go make espressos in the afternoon. It was great. Okay, almost there. We can see the factory. A couple more risers to put in before we figure out where we're going to grab parts from. Apparently I don't have power right there. Ooh, our super conveyor's getting close to the rail. We're going to clip through the bottom there, most likely. But that's it. That's where we're going to, so I should be able to elevator up to that to stay underneath. Maybe. We'll see. We'll figure out what we want to do. Okay, the pieces we want. The first one was that singular cell. And I know I'm loading these up into one of these already. Oh, I don't have any. Did it just pick up all my parts? Crystal oscillators. Yeah, it did. We're out of parts there. Okay. Why is everything not running? What? Am I waterlocked? Yeah, pretty much. Flush. Is that what I needed there? Yep. I do believe it is. Yes, sir. That got me running again. Okay. Oh, water is such an issue with aluminum. Alright, well that was unfortunate because that slowed everything down because that kept my trigons from coming back into the factory. So that's just lovely. He's already back to empty me out. Okay, that's running again. I don't. Nuclear pasta being created there. Dark matter crystals, this is one that we need. This currently is just outputting down the road. So we have an empty wall opportunity right here to send that out. So we'll have to do this, and then I'm going to steal this conveyor, and whew, man, these are loud. Ugh. That's a bit much in the morning. Line that up there. What? Are those coming in and not out? Did I go the wrong direction? Yes, that's my input, not my output. Alright, undo that. Wasn't really paying attention. Alright, hold on. We're coming out here. Okay, we're already punching out the wall there. And going up there. Is that a splitter? Does look like a splitter. So why aren't we making these right now? Ooh, out of dark matter residue. Huh. Huh. When you full there. Where's that coming from? Not. Am I? Well, heck. That's. If we're out of that, we should probably just add some. I know, that's brilliant, right? Geez, yeah. Did you think of that all by yourself? Yeah. I'll watch this for a second and see if we're actually overproducing or not. See when it clips out 5 to 1 point. So it looks like we got 2 runs before we went idle there. Trying to see where it drops down to, if it's the same amount every time. 1.4. Yeah. Okay, so this is consistently behind a little bit. But is it making is it going to make enough to fill the other things? That's the question. We're at 4 out of 20 on these. Oh, yeah, we need to be cranking these out. Okay. Let's go ahead and bump this. Well, you know what? Let's figure out our split first. We'll at least get some going, and then we can start working on efficiencies. One thing at a time, right? So, if you've ever seen the movie Up, there's a dog in the movie that has a collar that lets him speak so that others can understand him. And he goes into this speech about his master that made him a collar so that he may speak to others. And while he's giving his speech, he'll stop and he'll go, "Squirrel!" And my wife and I do this all the time. And so now we call it getting squirreled. When you're on something, you see something else that distracts you from what you're working on, and you get squirreled, right? Like this. It's like, hey, I'm not making any dark crystals. Squirrel, I need to fix the input instead of finishing the conveyor. So I'm gonna try not to get squirreled. Oh, let's see. Oh, we did find our singularity cells, which were up here. Those are coming out there and dropping down here. So we can just split off of here. And then drop down to the super belt there. And that leaves us with what? We've got dark crystals, we've got singularity cells, we need the superposition oscillators. I can't believe I remembered that without looking it up. These are over here. Right. That's our neural processors. This is our superposition oscillators. And these are getting merged together in sense the station. So I want to split out before that. Add some ugliness to this. And then I want to go out. panel here. And we're steal one of these, and we're gonna come to the center on this one for our output. So, see if I can get this right on the first try. Probably not. Oh, I will if I do it that way. I like that. I like that. Because then I can lift this up and line it up. Ooh, it's a long shot. I might have to bring this along the floor a little bit further before I can reach that distance with a belt. But let's take a look and see. Nope. Look at that. I even got it to the right line. Wow. I think. There it goes. That took a long time. Look at that. Oh, it's not perfectly straight. Why is that not perfectly straight? What the heck, man? Why did you kink out like that? It should be perfectly in the middle on both of those. I don't like that. I'm not going to do it with that alignment. Nobody likes you, Booster. Boom. Crystal oscillators. Now I remember what the hard part about the ballistic warp drives is because it's going to be a very slow process. If you see, we're using up all of our crystal oscillators, or superposition oscillators. Alright, so now, we gotta oh boy. Getting a bit of a spaghetti mess. How can I do another one of these off of this? It's gonna let me. Oh, I'm gonna cheat. No, if I do that, it's gonna block it in off of the front of that, and that's gonna clip. Oh, no. I know what I'm gonna do. Okay, this'll work out good. That needs to be. Oh. Ah, shoot, you know. I thought I was being cool, but not really. Because that's going to be the wrong direction. Darn it. Think, man, think. How do I do this? I don't want to throw a platform out here. I could do a temporary platform. I don't know if that's going to work the way I want it to. Let's see. Maybe. It might. It just might. And I want to come up. And I'll put same height there. So I can run this belt between these two. Now I want it straight, like that. Okay, that gives us something to hang the lift off of. Oh, look, I already have a couple parts waiting for me. I'll grab one of these and bring this down. to that height. So I think if I go to... Oh, no, I don't want that to be straight. I can go there. This is probably not going to reach. Right. Okay. So we're going to do another riser here for my next two. Let's see, right up somewhere in between here. This tree is in my way. Bye-bye. Let's see. Gotta make way for progress, right? I think I am going to run this one here. And I think we'll bring them down to that level. And then have it rise up to that. I think that looks good. So we'll go 3 here. That one to there. This one to here. Look at that. We've already got parts on our belt. I love it. Nope, that's the wrong one. Booey. Oh, shoot. This is the wrong one. Well, so much for our parts ready to go. You know what we can do. If we follow this back up, I can cheat these back onto the conveyor belt. Drop those there, and there, and for our dark crystals, we're coming out here. Up and out. So this is our dark crystals. Send those out there. And for our oscillators, we're over here. Oh, I didn't mess up my oscillators. Okay, cool. So let's start from the bottom then. That will keep us from making that mistake again. So these are going to be our bottom one. That's going to go there. This is our next one up. That's going to go here. Then we're going to grab these, and we're going to go here. So how bad are we clipping that platform? Oh, straight through it. Oh, that's a shame. So, too bad, so sad. Okay. This section here. This section here. This section here. And take a sip of coffee. Where's my coffee cup? There it is. Deliciousness. Okay, this one. This is gonna come here. If I go halfway, I can get my aim better on both ends of the belt that I'm laying in. Okay. This is starting to look really cool. So I'm thinking, um, I was doing some experimentation in an old save yesterday, and it's my original save from the pre-release um, version of the game. So before 1.0, and before there was a Phase 5. And one of the big things that happened in the 1.0 release is they changed the resource nodes on the map and changed their location. So it really messed up my build because I was building everything for Phase 4, and I was most of the way through Phase 4, which at the time was the end of the game. It ended at Phase 4 before the 1.0 release. And so changing the nodes really messed up my build, because out here you see that little platform that's sticking out right there. That platform used to have a pure Caterium node on it, and I was using that to make um, some of my electronic parts, AI limiters, circuit boards, and something else. Well, that completely messed up, and so that that ended up trickling down to then like a real power problem with my nuclear plant, because I needed the AI limiters for the control rods, and so my nuclear plant started shutting down, which started pulling power off my batteries instead. And then with the changes in the tiers, some of my tiers had to be redone. But the big one being is that the fuel power one, or petroleum power one, um, was changed. So that one got reset, and so my fuel generators weren't producing power. So I lost power there, and then I wasn't able to produce more nuclear power because I was out of parts to make my, let's see if I can, yeah, it's too far. I was out of parts to make my uranium fuel rods. So I spent a bunch of time on it, and I think for the next morning coffee, maybe we'll finish that up, and we can see how awful my original build was. And then, because what I was doing there was actually trying to, what was I trying to do there? I was gonna test out some different rail things, because we were talking about the server playthrough and how to do a single line, because like my trains here are double line, which means that each train, and I don't have a train track through there, but over there you can see I've got I have an inbound and an outbound lane everywhere in my train system. On the server, we have a section that is a single main line, and so we had some questions about, okay, if you're doing a single main line, and you want to just do a single siding for stations, how could you set that up? It's like if you think about in real life, like if you're pulling up to a factory with a train, it's either a rail yard type situation, or it's a single siding off of a main line for that uh, to pull the cars into play. So we want to try and set something up like that. Um, and I haven't actually gotten that to work yet, but I do want to do something like that uh, because it would be nice if we could have like spurs coming off of the main line to where we had like a rail yard where we could put things at the end of the rail yard and have them come back. So I may have to do some research on that, but I'm also going to use that to play with it and see, because I have to reroute a ton of rail on that because it is, my rail's a mess on that save. You'll see. It was my first full playthrough, and there are all kinds of things to fix and clean up and change and stuff like that. So um, I thought I might do that for the next part of the morning coffee, just so we can see that. Or I have, I actually have a lot of different saves that don't have much time in them at all too. Can also do some of that as well, but I really hate starting over in here. Because once you get towards the late game, end game, um, you get used to some of these comforts, like being able to hover and build like this. I mean, I already have all my dimensional depots set up so that, um, I'm not constantly running back to a warehouse to get parts to build with. And that was another thing, because there was no dimensional depots. I spent some time unlocking those just so I could get basic build parts, so I could be building factories, all kinds of stuff. But that's kind of what I was thinking of doing for the next thing, is cleaning up that build, see if we can't get it working a little more efficiently, work some more modular factories in, maybe I started where I was at with that save before the release, was as I was splitting out factories and doing that. Um, I have some interesting trains in there running as well. I have a lot of trains. I have kind of a warehousing structure for stations and things like that. So I think it would be an interesting thing to do for morning coffee. But if you can leave a comment on the stream, that would be great. I'll check the comments and see if there's any interest in doing one of those. Kind of a quiet morning today. Not seeing anybody really awake yet out there. Well, dark crystals aren't going to be a problem for us. It looks like singularity cells aren't going to be either. Oh, but I did drop a stack and a half in there, so that probably helped a little bit. Come on. Oh. So we're almost back to the factory. Did I just put that to the wrong one? No. Okay. I find it interesting that these Mark 6 builds take so long. Ooh. I'm actually out of materials. Oh, man. Alright, we're going to have to switch to Mark 5s for the time being. Got plenty of those. And that's because our aluminum production shut down over there. I ran out. Plus, that's a lot of conveyor belt to be building. So I'm not actually. I was wondering how long it would take us to run out of materials. Now we know. And knowing is half the battle. Go Joe. Dating myself a little bit with that reference. For those of you that don't know where that comes from, That is the original 1980s cartoon G.I. Joe. At the end of every episode, they would give some kind of PSA thing trying to make us kids better people. It kind of worked. I guess. I don't know. It worked for some of us, I guess, that listened. But yeah, they do the PSA. It's like, and the kids would always be like, "Great, now I know." And then, the Joe would be like, "And knowing is half the battle." And then they'd all be like, "Go, Joe." Oh, it was a simpler time. Alright, almost there. We're starting to see our belt dwindle down in size to just a few belts. This is kind of the major split off right here. We got another split off happening there. So, kind of looking at this mega conveyor, super conveyor, whatever I've been calling it, this is kind of giving me the ideas for the main line. See how we like split parts off, but everything's moving on the main line, and I have it moving in both directions because like one of these is moving towards this smokeless powder is actually moving back that way, and the black powder is moving down this way, like the parts that we're putting in now. So we're going both directions on a single line, and that's exactly what I was talking about with the mainline training system. We want to be able to use one rail between factories and have it what? Want to have it be able to split off like that wherever it needs to, but along a single line. Alright, give me a moment. I've got to take care of this message here. And there, we'll just delete that off. Okay. I should have did the ban first, but oh, possible ban evader. Huh. Okay. So that is all of our parts. Did we go green on anything? We did not go green. Why did we not go green? Because we still... Oh, this is going to take a lot of dark matter crystals. So, alright. With that, we can work on our output now, because we have not done that. We have the back of our factory here. I think we're going to extend this out one more row, because we can. You know what I'm going to do? Let's see. Yeah. No, that's fine. I don't want to crowd myself. So, if we're doing sushi belt style, I'll leave myself enough room to wrap around to a container. Send it out this way. Then we'll loop this to a container, like so. Then if we do this, 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 this. Oh, I didn't realize I have Trigons again. Okay. We can start updating belts. Two Mark 6s over there. I'm just going to go ahead and keep this. Actually, when I build this wall out, go solid on the bottom. We'll do a little cleanup here to make this look a little bit like the other ones. Do a little beautification while we wait for parts to come in. We should hear it fire up when we have enough for one. If we don't hear it fire up, we need to go check it out. See why we're not firing up. Ah, not down there. Put some windows in. Two. Cool. Okay. That looks kind of cool. And I don't think we have any in here yet. No. And we haven't really... Oh yeah, these dark crystals are coming in really slow. Let's go ahead and update some of these belts here. Each time we go back and forth. We may be able to update all of them now that I've got some in there. I was probably just building faster than we were producing them. And it could be why we're not seeing parts coming in as fast either. Oh. There we go. And that's as much as we're going to get for right now. By the time we come back, we'll be able to finish updating the rest of those. Alright. So, if we head back over to the sand factory. Oh, that looks kind of cool. I think we could smooth that out a little bit better by lifting this to this height. But I don't hate it. I kind of like the way it like bumps over that pipe. Oops. I want to take my hypertube. My hypertube kind of got buried down here. Zoom. Through the super conveyor. Out of the super conveyor. Under the super conveyor. Through the super conveyor. Under the super conveyor. All over the place. And you know the thing is, I could have used a stackable mount for that too, and so we may clean up that hypertube a little bit. Maybe run it underneath and reroute some belts here and there. Cool. Oh yeah, good idea. Time for some coffee. Because we have our factory set up. Now we just got to get parts going to it. So, dark matter crystals here. Again, this is the thing I squirreled on before. That we don't have enough coming in. Oh, this is a gas. I can route this however I want. So, we're going to do a floor pipe hole here, Yeah, that should work. And then we're going to put in a junction here. And this one we gotta eyeball it because it won't give me a lineup line to the floor hole. Okay, that should be right. We'll run pipe there, and then rinse and repeat down here. So I've got a bunch coming in here. Oh, actually, you know what? I can just run. It won't be the prettiest, but it'll be functional. That should give me enough to start producing these, a lot of these. And now we're flowing a little bit better. We're still going idle, but we are overproducing now. Yeah, now that pipe's full and filling. Oh yeah, now we're cooking. That actually looks like a pretty balanced build right there. I'm not going idle, and I'm not actually overfilling that. Ooh, it got loud though, that's for sure. Let's get loud. Okay. And we have a dark crystal going in another. So this is going to be pretty slow. Gonna be pretty slow. But it is working. And I believe if we're using, we got plenty of diamonds. Oh, but what are we? We're not quite full. What are we making? Where is all this dark matter coming from? Is that coming from our other factory? It is. Oh, okay. So that means we could maybe expand on this to... Oh yeah, we could make more if we wanted to. I mean, we are actually emptying that out. So with another converter, we can create more of this if we need to. And then we could increase our, with another particle accelerator. We just gotta watch our power. Let's check our power grid. Now that I kick that up in production, I'm a little concerned. But I need not be concerned. We are way under budget. Ooh, we dropped a little bit there for some reason. That must have been a fuel rod changeover. Oh. Yeah, see, I don't like that. I don't like those dips. Those have to be my nuclear plants, like, switching over. Waiting for fuel rods to be produced. Okay. And we may have to check on that later, but for right now we're okay. We could possibly expand, but let's go see if we've made any of these warp drives first. So we're gonna head back over, and we're gonna do this the fun way. We're gonna take a ride on the super conveyor. Sip our coffee. Deliciousness. Look at that. Just watch this dark crystal come all the way down because we're moving at the same rate. That's kind of fun. This is going to take us right to where we want to go. which is gonna be right here. Whoa. We're moving pretty quick there. Alright, so we'll update that. We'll update that. Update these three. Update this one, and that one. And our last three sections here, we're not going to have enough. Yep. Oh, we're really close though. We're just going to wait for this one. One more. There it is. Beauty. Okay. Good. Now we're all up to Mark 6 belts. Excellent. Well, at this point, we're pretty much done building new factories unless, you know, we decide that we really want to put some effort into that. Oh, look. We got our first one. Yay. We have all of our factories done. Little clap, much rejoicing. That's a big deal. We now have the footprint for every factory that we're going to build. Now, with these, the plan is to build up vertically like I've done over here with these other ones. So if you take a look at my skyline over here, the way I've laid out every factory is that they should be expandable. What the heck is that? I got... What? Oh... I got duped.
Let us take a moment to reflect on how you have chosen to use FICSIT's resources.
Oh my god. I had not, I heard, I was watching a stream of Satisfactory the other day, and was like, somebody had talked about the receiving a bomb gift, and I'm like, what? What the heck is that? I've never seen such a thing. They're just role playing or something. Nope, sure enough, I had never seen one of those in game before, and uh, so that was great. I I totally fell for it too. I'm like, ooh, they're giving me some nobelisks. Why not? Right? Oh, that's funny. Wow, that really sent me flying. Oh my gosh, that was hilarious. That made my morning right there. Oh, okay. So anyway, so we are now approaching endgame with our last factory build. I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna just throw this in my to-do list. Take this off. We have done this now. So now we're gonna have to figure out what we're doing next. We're just going to, I guess, turn in phase 5 parts is all we got left to do for this. Some other things for achievements, we need to finish the MAM trees. I need to find more hard drives and find more meteor or Mercer spheres and find more loops. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, and my last one is then to buy the golden nut. And that is everything to be 100% complete, I think. So, yeah, those are my 6 achievements I have left to do. And to give a report on that, oh, sorry, I got squirreled again. I did it again. Let me take a sip of coffee and get back on track. Why did that not save my list? That's irritating. For real? I just typed all that in. Turn in phase 5 parts. Okay. Oh, no, I didn't hit clear list. I don't know. Okay. That's where we're at now. Okay. So you can see here, I've kind of blocked out each factory into its little thing, and you can see in my skyline, this is the intent, that I can build vertically up in each factory to extend its production. All right, so I've done that with my copper wire here, and I'm now like saturated my copper wire through my other ones. I've done that with my cable here, and my cable is now saturated. Um, this is being produced. Where am I producing this? Well, this is coming way out from somewhere. Where these? Oh no, this is feeding out to this. My copper sheet factory is actually so. Same thing with my smelters here, because I have 2 pure nodes here that I'm working off of, and you can see I'm actually. Um, I could probably even extend this a little more, but really this belt is full. Um, so that's we're producing as much as we can um, on that without going to a second belt. So that might be something if we run into efficiency problems down the line that we can do. But this is my sheet, my copper sheeting factory here. This is several floors now as well, and so on and so forth. Did the same thing for circuit boards, and so we can do the same thing with any of these factories. If we need to, we can build up and build another floor to make more parts if we need to. Alright, so we need to turn parts in. Let's see how many biochemical sculptors we have since we're right here. Oh, we haven't even got to a stack. What are we light on? Oh, no, we're making them. Then we got a full stack of everything in there. It's just they're slow. Okay, making 2 per minute, so that's going to take a little bit. So we're not quite to a full stack there yet. Let's see how we're doing on nuclear pasta, see if there's anything. We may have built this factory out a little bit faster than I expected, so you know, it may be one of those things that it's just we haven't had enough soak time to produce more items. Ugh, I have a dead spot there. Alright, we have a stack of nuclear pasta to turn in. We can do that. That'll put us to 650 there. That's coming along. Well, and now that we're not building a ton of conveyor belts, we shouldn't have a problem keeping trigons going into our biochemical sculptor either. We may have been stealing those parts. Alright, so we're definitely getting there. Let's go check our AI expansion servers. Let's see how we're doing with those. That's over here in the factory across the river. I kind of call this a river. It's more of across the lake, I guess. It's the mouth of the river. Okay. Whoa. And this one is all the way out on the far edge over here at the end of this encoder. Oh, look at that. We've got 2 stacks to turn in. Excellent. Oh, we're almost done. No, we're not. We're about halfway. We're about halfway. And we're going to take these 3 because that's almost exactly halfway. This seems awfully quiet though. What are we missing here? Oh, we need to flush our dark matter residue. Forgot about that. Ooh, dark matter residue. I think we need to super pipe this back. I do believe we need this for dark matter crystals. Or, okay, so we can do one of 2 things. We can make our dark matter crystals here. That's another particle accelerator though. Or we can pipe this back into the other system so it gets burned out. Let's see how far we can get with that. It's a gas, so we can go pretty extreme. Yeah. We need to get across this roadway without interfering with the trucks. So I'm going to go with a stacker. Because I really don't want to flush this. But we do need to keep room. And just by putting pipes on it, you can hear it kicking up behind me. Logistics. Pipe. Stackable pipe. Actually, dang it. I really don't like the fact that I've got to switch stackers that way. I wish they put the stackers in one menu. Why am I not zooming on those anymore? I think we'll go that height. Should be enough for my tractors to fit underneath. This pipe then goes here. So, let's see. We'll come to the middle of the road. We got no power. How do I want to do this? I think I am going to run it over to the super conveyor over there and run it underneath maybe, or replace one of the lower ones with that, because once I'm on this side, oh, actually, let's go take a look and see where we want to tie in. I really don't have any power out here. Okay, there we go. Today is all about the super conveyor. Lots of super conveyor work today. See, I could bring it straight out this way along the side and up the side of this and tie into the super conveyor here. And I could use this one of these lower ones for that. That might look pretty cool. Because then I could hang it off the side of this. If I bring it up this side, have it cross here, up that side, and then go out to one of these. I might have to bring it here. And then the question is will the pipe, let's see if we can run pipe. See, I don't like that because that's a very sharp turn. I'd rather go out to this one from here. So let's see, if I go and add a pipe here, we'll go off the straight section like that. And if we, oops, okay. If I go from here, can I reach there? No. So I'd have to do, see, yeah, so I do need to come out this way. And if I do, can I do, let's see what, if I can get that to, oh, that's cool. I can make it follow that curve. Look at that. That's awesome. Oh yeah, because then I can have it come up this way. Like that. And then we can meet up into this. Oh, that looks really cool. I like that. Because then I can take one of these out. That one has that, so I want to go one down. Pull that one out. And then, oh, I'm not building. Put one of these in. And then run pipe from there to there. Oh yeah, buddy. Oh, I like that. Okay, hopefully that will work out for us. So I'm going to run this pipe now. Back this way. I'm going to come down one more to get down to the road level. Come to this side so I can see what I'm doing. We don't want to come down too far because we don't want to interfere with our tractors. That should be good. Then we're going to come out and over. That's going to be sketch. How far can we go? Looks like just that far. I think that's going to be enough clearance. Oh yeah, yeah, we're good. We're good there. Okay. And then we don't have to worry about this. Awesome. Then we just run all the way along the side of the road. How are you still here? Uh-oh, uh-oh, oh, uh-oh, uh-oh. Ran out of power here. Come on. Alright. We good, we good. I hear a power slug. Where is that power slug? Probably up here. Oh, no, it's a loop. Even better. How have I missed you the whole time? Oh, you know what's gonna be make things easier? And I was playing on the server and was trying to find resources and totally forgot that you can scan for all those things. So I can scan for like oil. And there should be over there is my closest, I think. Right over there should be, yep, that one. Which I've already claimed those. And that one I've already claimed. So, I do have a couple oil nodes this way that I haven't. Those are way out there. Oh, they're not that far. Oh no, I did claim those. So the check marks mean you've already put like an extractor on them. But also, I have this scanner. And this scanner I can swap what I do with this one somehow. Oops. How do I do this? oh yeah, to scan for loops and spheres. So in hard drives. So like if I look for one of these that I haven't found, now these I have to be in proximity, but when I'm close, I should get a signal. So I can just kind of like hover down my track like this, scanning for spheres. Um, once we get to that, but we gotta finish this pipeline first. Oh, I squirreled again. I'm so bad. More coffee. Okay, my coffee cup's starting to get pretty close to empty. Let's get this finished up. I can't quite make it. So we're going to do a short section here. And I want to come up and under here. Now when I hook this up, this will definitely kick our factory back up to processing. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and put a conveyor pole like down there and run it up the side because my tractors are right on the edge there. So we'll come right up next to that piggy, do a full stack there. That's probably going to be too far away still. I still need to come up a little further. So we're probably going to have to do a mid stack as well. We might be able to make it. I don't know. We'll see. I don't think so. It looks too far to me to make. Oops. That's not what I wanted to do. That's what I wanted to do. Okay. Run more of this. Yeah. Pipe's too long. So I'm thinking, oh, I could do that. Yeah, that'll work. Oh, that's kind of ugly. I kind of don't like that at all. Change my mind. Grab a stacker. Put that there. And bring it up to about there. Yes, that's about in between. Now we'll have a nice smooth transition down there. Or smoother, I should say. Oh yeah, I like that much better. That's much cleaner. Alright, and I think we're going to need one more stack here. Oh, actually, how far can we get? To about there. So if I do it just the other side of those rocks, we should be good. So let's do that. I'm going to come up to, I think, about there. Will put us at the right level. I mean, at this point, we're just, it doesn't really matter what height we go to, it's just more for aesthetics. We want to try, because with the dark matter being a gas, oh my gosh, really? With the dark matter residue being a gas, oh, one more. Okay. Um, it doesn't follow like the same kind of physics as the like water or oil does. So you don't ever need a pump on a gas line because gases don't care. Okay. That is going to empty that out. You can see that's already flowing. And we're going to fill that up. And it's actually going to run. Gosh. I need. Just have that one dead spot that keeps just irritating me. But that'll slowly start filling up this pipe all the way down. And I say slowly because it does take a minute. With it being a gas, it's a little bit faster, but it's also a matter of volume too, because it's emptying out of that that storage unit. But we should end up seeing, see, it's already showing that's going to be dark matter residue. And if we were to follow this pipeline along, we can already see we're to here. And we have, and it's slowly climbing up. And it'll continue to climb up through this pipe as it's producing more. So what we're going to want to make sure we do is when we get to the other end, we want to put a valve on it so that we lock the direction so it doesn't try and backfill this giant pipe from the other end. So yeah, we're already getting, yep, there we go. We've already got dark matter residue all the way up here in this pipe here. So when you see it's still climbing. And this is a lot of lift from where we started, right? I mean, if this were water, we'd have several pumps in the line already. So now we can go through and start replacing these. I guess we'll go through and delete the ones first. Let's go through, do our deletions. That one, then this one. That one down. That one down. One down from that one. Oh, that's our base one there. That's lucky. One down from there. This one, we're going to not be so lucky, but we can take this platform out. And we'll just come down one off of that, and then we'll put a platform underneath. Or we can just drop that straight down with these. Actually, can I do that? Will it let me? Let's see. Oh, it's gonna be like that, is it? It's not gonna let me do it. You jerk. Alright, fine. So, let's bring a platform down below that and see what we can do. This sucks. I had a good platform there. And that, is the train gonna run through that? No. Now I gotta try and figure out how I'm gonna line that up. That's to the side. Maybe. No. Not even close. Let's see, maybe here. Closer. Here. Oh, you suck. What if I take that one out? Can I put one there? I do not like how these work. How would I attach one to an existing belt? Oh, like that? Okay. That's interesting. It's not going to let me do that though because there's one in the way. What if I take one out of the middle? Can I go down? No. But I could see where I need to put a plate and maybe get it to line up right. Because I had it on a plate before. Ugh, what a mess. I really messed this one up. I might have to redo this section. Should have just left it, split it out to the side of that platform. Yeah, because it's not going to let me do that. And it won't let me attach to the bottom. I could come out to the side one. Kinda. Needs to get where I want to be with those. I did that. Let's see what I can do with a beam. Let me see what it'll let me do with a beam. Beams are weird. They let you attach to things in weird ways. But, like, yeah, see, might be able to line that up to where I could set it on a beam at the right height. Ooh, sketch. Come on, go the direction I want you to go. Ugh. Beams. Okay, so now if I do this, I should be able to place this here and maybe line it up. Let's lock it in so I can. Oh, that's what I could have done. I forgot about nudging. Oh yeah, let's do that. So if I do this, lock it there, and then nudge it down, I can get it to the height I want. Just not, and that should be the right height there. Go down to, look at that, I did it. I did it. Okay. Oh, that took forever to figure out, but we got it. So now, I want to put a platform in. So let's see if I can do that. Whew. Let's see. This one. Oh yeah, I can lock that right in on it. That's perfect. Great. Great, great, great. Okay. So now I have that one, and then I'll take this one out. And oh, I didn't want to do that, did I? I need to take this one out too. Let me get this pipe one in and see where we're at. This is why you always build off the top of a conveyor, by the way. Okay, so I'm going to move this down to to there. Yep. Yep. And then we're gonna switch to these, and I'm gonna fill in that gap. And we're good. Okay. Oh, that was painful. It was so painful. Okay. We should be good the rest of the way. Because we're gonna go this one down, delete that. Ooh, this one's gonna be right. We're gonna have to do that trick on this one too, I think. Because we are not. So if I go there, lock it in. Oh, I locked in the wrong one. Because this one's gonna have to clip through the dirt. So we're gonna go here, lock it in, bring it down. That's too far. Is it too far? Or is that the right spot? Are these weird to where they're not like... Do I need to go down one more? No, that's the spot right there. Right underneath it. Oh, come on, don't do that to me. Okay. Then we put this one back in. Oh, whoa. Hello. Turkeys. Oh, jerks. Get your jerks, man. Why are you gonna be so mean? Are you following me? Alright. Well. Say hello to my little friend. Oh. Wait, who is fighting who? Or did I just kill that spider? You can come this way. I think did I kill that spider? Oh no, they killed the spider. I hear another spider though. Damn it. You. You're irritating me. There. Now where was I hearing that other spider at? I think he's in the tree or something. I should just blow these trees up so I can see him when he spawns in. But I don't want to do that right now. Okay. That was not being squirreled. That was just being flat out attacked. So, anyway. Alright, so this one down. Do that. This one down. There, and we are... Oh, we can even go to this one down. And that. Alright, so now we go back the other direction and populate these like that. Should be easy to do now. I'm going to take this off of Zoop mode. For speed. And hopefully our pipe fits everywhere. Or we'll be able to go from point to point without any issues. Because I think pipe might be a little bit shorter than conveyor. Oh no. Alright, we gotta drop one in here. Oh wait, what? Oh, that's a hyper tube. I don't want to take that one out. Shoot. Shoot, shoot, shoot. I wonder if I'll be able to nudge this far enough down if I take this one out. So we do pipe, 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 pipe. And we're gonna lock that in there. And go down, 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 down. Oh yeah. I think that is the height right there. Yep, we good. Okay, then we'll grab this to put back there. Cool. Rock on. Alright, grab our pipe one. Nope, our pipe one is down here. Put that in. Put it in there. In there. In there. And our last one here. Now, all that's left is to connect the dots. Hopefully. There to there. Good. There to there. Good. So far, so good. Looking pretty cool. There to there. Good. There. There. It's good. There. To there. And we're across the gap. So I think we're good from here on out. I don't think there's too long of a stretch here. And even if there is, it would be too hard to connect. I think the distance thing I was worried about was more the hypertube links and the conveyor links are different that you can do. And I think that's where we ran into problems when we were setting up the super conveyor. This is so cool. I love the way this is looking. You have to have a lot of materials available for this kind of a system though. Alright, so then from there, I think what I want to do... Ooh, it's dark under here. Okay. I'm going to bring this platform out to here. I want to put in another junction here or here. Here. Yeah, here. I'm gonna take this one out. Oops, I did not put that in the right spot. There we go. That's where I wanted that. Take this one out. Put it. I want it to come out square. Noodle. Horizontal, vertical. Come on, go where I want you to. Curve. Curve isn't bad. Straight. That's the one I wanted. Okay. And then we're going to go straight to this one. Ooh, nope, straight don't work for that one. This one. Horizontal to vertical. Then go down here. don't want that mode. Curve? Yeah, let's do curve on that one. Oh yeah, that looks sweet. Now we got lots coming in, and we will not be shutting down our other factory. Yay! Let's take the tube back. Wait, do I want to take the tube back? No. Because we need to go back and see how many of these we have to turn in. That looks really cool. I love it. Like a ribbon in the sky. Look at that. That's a thing of beauty right there. I love the way it lights up too. Man, for Fixmas we could light all those, but I heard it is bad for the frame rate. So we may avoid doing that for the sake of our build. Alright, we're gonna go through here, we're gonna run out of juice. Oh, and there's our 2 hour mark, so that's just about perfect. So we'll go through, we'll do our final checks on turn-ins, and we will call it a day. Look at that, we've got another 50 ready to go already. So those are clicking along beautifully. That's 153 that we have. Oh, we're going to wait for one more so that we have that 6 taken care of. And then we'll just be looking at a few more full stacks. There's my 3. Here we go. Awesome. So those are going to be almost done. Those are going to be the first things done for us for sure. And we'll let that fill up and shut down until we finish phase 5, and then we'll start syncing those parts. Because that's where the big tickets come in, is when we start syncing our milestone parts, especially our phase 5 ones. Like that, I believe the highest turn-in score is that ballistic warp drive for number of points towards coupons. And we'll check on our coupon status as well when we go back to the hub. So let's go in here, we'll check and see how we're doing on pasta. I suspect that we probably don't have too many more because these take a while to produce. Yeah, we're not even back to a full stack there yet. Here we can check our ballistic warp drives. So here. These, I'm pretty sure we only have a couple. We have 5. I want to turn these in just so that we show that we are now turning in for every single part. And then over here, we will check on our biochemical sculptors, which is green and producing, so that's good. Maybe we have a stack of those. We do. Good. Yay. A little bit of progress on everything. Nice. Well, with the nuclear pasta, we already turned in our one. We had 1 stack of nuclear pasta, so. And we did get kind of resource strained on a couple things, but we cleared them up and everything's working good. So now we've got, I could turn in that 1, but I think I'm going to put that back in the same factory. So push those in, a quarter of the way there. We are already over halfway. We are 2 stacks away from being done with our AI expansion ones. That will easily be the first one, and we have our first ballistic warp drives. We just scratched the surface on those, so those are going to take a little bit too. But by the time we finish with these, hopefully all of these will be filled in as well, and we will be into the end game, and we get to see the final cut scenes or build scene from the Space Needle. So you won't want to miss that. we're probably only an episode or two away from being there. So that's great. Then we will start working on our final achievement in our end game, um, which will require tickets for our final one. We're at 93 tickets plus 27 at the moment. So we're just over a tenth of the way to what we need for our final ticket purchase, which is going to be the golden nut. And that will be right down here. This is the one. This is the big one. Um, that's the one we're looking for. That will be probably our last thing we do. The other achievements that we have, well, let's take a look here at our notes. We have to turn in our Phase 5 parts because finishing Phase 5 is one of them. Then the next thing we have, and I did this earlier and for some reason didn't save, we have finding Mercer Spheres. So we have a few more of those. We may find those in other saves because that's actually across saves as well. But we do need to find Mercer Spheres in this save, particularly for the next one, which is for complete the mam trees. Not mama trees, mam trees. Then one of my other ones is to find loops. And then find hard drives. And then 1,000 coupons for our final purchase. That should be everything. Once we have all that, we should be good to go. Did it save it this time? It did. Good. So those are my last 6 achievements to complete to be 100% on the Steam achievements for this game. And some of these, like I said, the loops and the spheres, we do need to find the spheres for this one. So I think on this one, if we check our mam tree, on this, the only tree we have left is this alien tech one. And on this, we've already maxed out our stacks. We're just looking at upload speed now. I need one more for this level. And then 13 and 23, it's 36. So we're down to 37 spheres that we need. I may do some of that offline just because it's kind of, I got to travel around the map and go find them and that kind of thing. Hard drives is something that we can do across other saves, so we may save that one for another save. The coupons we need to do in one save, so we will do that here. And the loops is a cross save achievement as well, so we can do that when we're cleaning up the whatever we do next with the morning coffee. And that will be same thing with the hard drives. Yes, hard drives, spheres, and loops. If that 37 is probably not going to get us all, it'll get us across the mam tree, but it won't end up pushing us over the line for what we need um, for the achievement. So we'll finish the mam tree here in the save, and we will get the golden nut in this save, and then we will finish phase 5 in this save, and then our 3 collection ones we can move on to our next save. So that's it. That is the list. Um, so let's go back. We've deserved a little coffee break here. Let's just get in here. Whew. Oh, I wanted to look at something real quick. Christmas skins. Huh? Basic can be applied to conveyor belts and pipelines for a Christmas look. Huh. Premium ones can be applied to factory cart, trucks, drones, and Merry Fixmas look. Okay. Interesting. Okay. I wonder if that works for the Explorer too. It's my Explorer right here. No, but the Cyberwagon is. Let's paint our Cyberwagon for Fixmas. It's stuck on this node anyways, I can't drive it anywhere. So it's basically a lawn ornament. Let's go grab a star off the top of the tree. I think we're still running these. Yeah, I see gifts booming up the thing. And let's see. We'll just take this belt out for a minute. Oh, I didn't want to do that there though. What I want to do, I think this one is my stars. Yeah. In output, where's my outputs here? I'm just gonna take this belt out. There's one. Oh, I need one of these ones to finish. Ah, he's idle. He's idle. So if I take out what? Oh, I know what I can do. I can fake it in just by doing this. Grab that. Okay. Then take that back out. Put back to this Mark V belt. There we go. Okay, cool. Then we can go down and customize our Cyberwagon. See, look at that. I don't know why it highlighted that. I need to figure that out. X, that. Invalid customization. I thought it said I could do that to the Cybertruck. Oh, that's this. Oh, does that not count? Alright, fine. We'll customize our truck or tractor, whichever one comes in here first. Fine, be that way. I didn't want that to be decorated anyway. Look at this. Here comes the tractor. Invalid customization. Oh, truck. That's a tractor. That's my other tractor. Where's my truck at? It's very picky on what it's going to let me decorate. It literally means truck when it says truck. This is my truck route. It should be along here somewhere. There it is. But oh, look at that. We have a gingerbread truck. That's great. Look at him go. Look at that paint job. Oh, pink wheels. You rocking it, man. You look like a Christmas nightmare. Oh, that's what you get. Sneaking up on me like that. I was trying to check out my truck. Look at that thing. That's amazing. I love it. Oh, come on. For Pete's sakes. It's my own fault. There we go. That's a nice view. Look at that. That's fantastic. That makes me super happy. All right. All right. Back to the hub. We've done enough damage for one day. I may go later in the day. I may go looking for spheres, see if we can't collect those last 37 that we need to finish that mam tree. Um, let things pile up. That way we can finish this phase 5 as well. Because right now, we're pretty much waiting and working on getting parts done faster. So that's what we have left. Um, we need a little more coffee here. Let's see. We'll finish off our cup. Not quite. Got a swallow or two left. Uh, well, that wraps me up for today. If um, you're doing the clicky things with the subscribes, follows, whatever, drop me a message. Uh, Comments, criticisms, money, whatever you want to do. I'm Senior Honcho. This has been the Morning Coffee.